Khamzat Chimaev said he will move down a weight class with an eye on a fight against the feared Islam Makhachev, since that way he can more quickly secure the #1 pound-for-pound spot. In addition, the Chechen sent a harsh response to Sean Strickland's provocations and stated that his goal now is to win 3 belts, not to retire. As rumors suggested in recent weeks, check out now the controversial statements Khamzat Chimaev made, which have stirred up the MMA world big time. Chimaev hasn't even stepped into the octagon yet against Dricus du Plessis, but the Wolf is already sniffing out targets in other directions, and perhaps none as bold as Islam Makhachev. Check out now what the fighter, considered by many as extremely over the top, revealed as his next steps. "My new coach said, 'Give me a couple of months and we're going to make welterweight. Jack Della Maddalena would be a good fight for me. We will see who is going to be the champ there, but I don't know. It's the fastest way. If Islam wins the fight, that's the fastest way to get the pound-for-pound #1. Go down, fight him, take the belt there. And then there's Ankalaev and Alex Pereira. I can fight for that light heavyweight belt. It's hard, but if you can do it, why not? Everything is hard. To get the big things are not easy. You have to work for that." After this statement, Chimaev was brutally bashed on social media due to the fact that the Chechen has a terrible fighting frequency, and for that reason, many fans completely lost faith in him. Chimaev's words are filled with ambition. We're not just talking about a fighter thinking about the next step. We're seeing a plan laid out to dominate 3 different divisions, something that's never been done in UFC history, and at the center of it is a potential showdown that already has every MMA fan on high alert. Chimaev versus Makhachev at welterweight. All the ingredients are there. On one side, the undefeated fighter who exudes physical strength, aggression, and suffocating wrestling. On the other, the most dominant lightweight champion since Khabib Nurmagomedov, with a refined technical game, tactical intelligence, and constant pressure. They're 2 wrestling monsters. 2 names who carry a legion of fans and also a legion of critics. A clash between them is so epic it feels like it's taken straight from a movie script. But Chimaev guarantees he's ready to make it real, and all this without even mentioning the light heavyweight belts. Ambitious, no doubt, impossible. Not for an athlete like Khamzat. Additionally, after being provoked by Sean Strickland, the Wolf gave a harsh response to the American and also addressed the rumors that he was going to retire. Rumors that have been heavily discussed in recent weeks. "When I was there, he never said anything. When I left Las Vegas, when they stopped my travel visa, he started to talk. When I came back, I'm in Los Angeles. Come on, if it's something personal for you, just come. I'm here whenever he wants. I'm not going to retire now. I need money, bro. This is not enough just to go for the 1 title. Hopefully, if I don't get injured or some stuff, gonna defend the belt. Or fight for other belt in Abu Dhabi as well. I work with a new coach and talked to him about going down again to 170 pounds. He said, 'Give me a couple months and I'm gonna make it. I don't know who is the champ there. This Australian guy would be a good fight for me.'" Chimaev doesn't hide dot in the middle of intense preparation to face Dricus du Plessis at UFC 319. He still finds time to respond to provocations, and by all indications, he's willing to turn any beef into a real fight. And amid the speculations about early retirement, he was honest in saying that, more than belts, he also needs financial stability. All of this reinforces a clear idea. He's on the move. He's not going to stop dot, and even with the attacks from Strickland, the media's doubts, and the looming challenge from du Plessis, the Wolf still wants to hunt in multiple directions. Khamzat Chimaev is heavily criticized for his terrible fight frequency for someone of his caliber, and he also receives criticism for maintaining a strong connection with the Chechen dictator. Regarding these matters, the Wolf spoke out and was quick to respond to these accusations, saying the following: "My inactivity wasn't my fault. I didn't have a visa for the US, that's why I only fought once in Abu Dhabi. So now, Donald Trump, he helped, so we go for a fight. Bro, look at my face. I don't think they'll let me come over there. I mean, bro, I don't know. I'm an athlete, you know, a sportsman. All my life I've been training. Some people put me in the position of political shit. Break my visa down. I don't know why, I'm just doing it for my family. Fighting and training athletes don't have to be with politics. I'm not connected. If someone wants to meet me, I never say no. Why should they do that? They put athletes in a bad position with this. I would be happy if they gave me a fight there, but I don't think so. Frustration shows through. Chimaev sees himself as a fighter who just wants to do his job, but who ends up being dragged into a scenario of international tension that has nothing to do with sports, and he doesn't hide his discomfort in seeing his career being hindered by matters unrelated to MMA, and this outburst humanizes Chimaev. Used to being portrayed as the invincible monster, he now appears as an unjustly treated athlete, stuck in a political game he never wanted to play. The question that remains is, will the UFC be able to finally unlock this situation in time to keep Chimaev active in big fights? By the looks of it, yes, and so far, Donald Trump seems confident about that. And after all these statements from Khamzat Chimaev, one question lingers. Are we getting closer to witnessing the greatest showdown in recent MMA history? A true clash of titans, where on one side we'll have the beast who's never been tamed in the octagon, the wild wolf from Chechnya, Khamzat Chimaev, and on the other, the monster from Dagestan, the direct successor to Khabib Nurmagomedov, one of the most dominant lightweight champions ever, Islam Makhachev. And why would this fight be so monumental? Because there is a silent rivalry between these two monsters, one that started long before any belt talk. They may have similar roots, share the same religion, a close cultural background, but there is latent tension between the teams, between the camps, between the egos, or even Khabib himself had to step in to calm things down some time ago. Chimaev is not just saying he won't retire, he's shouting to the world that he wants more, that he needs more, and that he's not satisfied with just one belt. His talk about moving back down to welterweight, fully focused on capturing another title, makes it clear that he's still hungry. He wants to build a new empire in the UFC. In addition, the almost resigned tone in Chimaev's voice when he talks about his visa issues, politics, and just being an athlete trying to support his family humanizes a character that once seemed untouchable. He thanks Donald Trump for the help, and now he hopes that his fight frequency will return to what it was at the beginning, something that will be crucial for him to win all the belts he spoke about so eagerly. What is unfolding before our eyes might not just be the next fight, but the most important chapter of the new MMA era, an era where undefeated records are at stake. Legacies will be tested, and the war between Chechnya and Dagestan may finally play out inside the octagon. With gloves on and cameras rolling, are you ready for this? Are we about to witness Chimaev to conquer Makhachev's division? Or will Islam put an end to this ambitious reign before it even begins? With so much tension building up, this war only needs an official announcement to explode, and the whole world is waiting anxiously for it to happen in the coming months. Maybe if you truly love MMA and want to stay up to date with everything happening in the fight world, it's definitely worth checking out those other two videos on the screen. Those two videos are extremely important, and I'm absolutely sure you're going to enjoy them and stay well informed on the latest news happening in the MMA world. If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a like to help spread the content. And see you next time.